Hello my friends, welcome back to my channel. They call me the Doctor of Simplicity. After over 40 years of practicing medicine, first in New York and later in the peaceful towns of Japan, I've learned something that textbooks rarely teach. Healing doesn't always come in a pill. Sometimes it's found in the palm of your hand in the form of a handful of nuts. If you are living with diabetes or are at risk, there is one truth I want you to remember today. The right nuts can lower your blood sugar, calm your cravings, and protect your heart. But only if you choose wisely. Let me take you back to the story of a woman named Aiko, whose life was quietly changed by these 6 humble foods. The bento box that changed everything. Aiko was 68 when I first met her. She had been recently diagnosed with type 2 diabetes and came to my clinic in Nara, seeking something more than just medication. "I want to eat like my grandmother did," she told me. "Simple, whole, natural." She brought with her a beautiful lacquered bento box. Inside were neatly packed vegetables, brown rice, and a small corner filled with almonds and walnuts. "These," she smiled, "are from our family tree." Her blood sugar was still unstable. She craved sweets every evening. She was frustrated with her body and with the restrictions she felt pressing in from every direction. What she didn't know was that the answer wasn't in restriction. It was in smart substitution. And those little nuts were a clue. Why nuts matter for diabetics. Nuts are small, but they're nutritional giants rich in healthy fats, fiber, protein, vitamins, and minerals. For people with diabetes, they offer unique benefits. Lower the glycemic response to meals, improve insulin sensitivity, reduce post-meal blood sugar spikes, combat cravings by providing satiety, support heart health, crucial since diabetics are at higher risk of cardiovascular disease. But not all nuts. Some are better suited for blood sugar control than others. After decades of experience and research, these are the top 6 nuts I recommend for my diabetic patients. 1. Almonds, the blood sugar stabilizer. Almonds are the first nut I recommend to nearly every diabetic patient I meet. Why? Because almonds are high in magnesium, which supports insulin function, monounsaturated fats, which lower LDL cholesterol, fiber, and protein, which slow the release of glucose. A 2011 study in the journal Metabolism found that eating almonds with meals reduced the glycemic index of the meal and improved post-meal blood sugar levels. I advised Aiko to eat 10 to 12 raw almonds mid-morning instead of rice crackers. Within a few weeks, her energy was more stable and her HbA1c began to drop. 2. Walnuts, the brain and blood sugar protector. Walnuts look like little brains, and it's fitting. They are rich in omega-3 fatty acids, which are anti-inflammatory and protect the heart and brain. For diabetics, they lower fasting insulin levels, improve blood vessel function, reduce inflammation linked to insulin resistance. A 2018 study in Diabetes, Metabolism Research and Reviews showed that 1 ounce of walnuts a day improved glycemic control in adults with type 2 diabetes. Walnuts are slightly higher in calories, so I advised Aiko to enjoy them in the afternoon, when her sugar cravings were strongest. The result? She stopped reaching for sweets. 3. Pistachios, the green glucose guard. Pistachios may be small, but they're mighty. They have a low glycemic index, meaning they cause only a slight rise in blood sugar. They're also full of plant-based protein, vitamin B6, which helps process carbohydrates, lutein. For eye health, a concern in diabetics. In a 2014 study published in the journal Diabetes Care, participants who ate pistachios daily for 12 weeks saw significant reductions in fasting blood, glucose, and insulin. But what I love most about pistachios is the ritual. They must be shelled. This slows down eating, helps with portion control, and increases mindfulness, an underrated tool in blood sugar management. For pecans, the sweet solution. Pecans are naturally sweet but contain very little sugar. They're perfect for diabetics who still want that satisfying richness without the glucose spike. They contain oleic acid, a heart protective fat, flavonoids, which fight oxidative stress, copper and manganese, minerals that assist in energy metabolism. Aiko began sprinkling chopped pecans into her morning oatmeal. Her digestion improved, and she stopped craving pastries afterward. I feel full, she said. And I feel calm. 5. Cashews, the gentle carb controller. Cashews are often feared because they're higher in carbohydrates than other nuts. But they also have one of the highest magnesium levels, a mineral most diabetics are deficient in. Magnesium improves glucose uptake in cells, muscle, and nerve function, sleep quality, which in turn regulates insulin. When consumed in moderation, a small handful a few times per week, cashews offer balance. A 2019 study in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that people with diabetes who consumed cashews had lower insulin resistance. For Aiko, cashews became part of a Friday treat box, along with green tea and a few berries. It made her feel indulgent without harm. 6. Brazil nuts, the thyroid and blood sugar ally. Perhaps the least known on this list. Brazil nuts are a rich source of selenium, a trace mineral vital for thyroid function, immune defense, reducing oxidative stress. Selenium helps regulate insulin and protect the pancreas. But here's the key. Brazil nuts are powerful. Just 1 or 2 per day is enough. More can lead to selenium toxicity. I recommended Aiko eat 1 Brazil nut every other morning with her multivitamin. It's like a small secret weapon, she said. But what about calories? Many patients ask me, "Doctor, aren't nuts fattening?" It's true, nuts are dense in calories. But study after study shows that when consumed mindfully, nuts do not lead to weight gain. In fact, they often help with weight loss by reducing cravings and stabilizing blood sugar. 2 major obstacles for diabetics. The key is portion control. 1 ounce 28 grams per day is ideal. Raw or dry roasted, unsalted. Avoid candied, honey-coated, or heavily salted varieties. Aiko kept a small jar in her kitchen marked, "Today's portion." That ritual made all the difference. The science behind the story. Let's briefly review the science that supports everything we've discussed. Almonds reduce post-meal blood glucose and insulin levels. Walnuts lower fasting insulin and improve heart health. Pistachios enhance insulin sensitivity and reduce inflammation. Pecans protect against oxidative stress and support digestion. Cashews aid glucose metabolism and reduce insulin resistance. Brazil nuts provide selenium, which improves insulin action and thyroid balance. Together, they offer a natural, delicious, and sustainable way to support blood sugar control without side effects. Aiko's results. After 3 months of incorporating these 6 nuts into her weekly meals, along with light exercise and stress management, Aiko returned for her checkup. Her HbA1c had dropped from 7.6 to 6.4. Her fasting glucose was normal. She had lost 4 kilograms not by dieting, but by nourishing herself better. "I no longer feel punished by food," she told me. "Now, I feel supported by it." That is the heart of true healing. In summary, if you're living with diabetes or want to prevent it, remember this. Food is not your enemy. It is your medicine. These 6 nuts, almonds, walnuts, pistachios, pecans, cashews, Brazil nuts, are not snacks. They are tools of healing. When chosen wisely and eaten with intention, they help balance blood sugar, curb cravings, and strengthen the systems diabetes tries to weaken. If this story touched you or taught you something new, please like this video, comment below with what you learned or which nut you'll add to your meals, and subscribe to the channel for more science-based, soul-centered health wisdom from a doctor who still believes that the simplest things often bring the deepest healing.